Climate change hypocrisy? Joe Biden lands in Rome to kick off the annual G20 summit, where climate change is front and center. President Biden in the past has been very vocal about efforts to reduce carbon emissions around the globe. And what better way to address the climate emergency with the other world leaders than to have an 85 car motorcade escort him around the city of Rome. When in Rome, you know what I'm saying? Jackie, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to play this out. Check this out. And I get your response on this.
Did the issue of abortion come up at all?
No, it didn't. It came up when just talking about the fact that he was happy that was a good Catholic and keep receiving communion.
You said that you should keep receiving communion.
Yeah.
So you ask him a question, and he talks about himself and how proud the Pope is of him. How do you even, I mean, I'm glad he answered the question. I think we should be happy about that. But how would you even go about getting a straight answer out of him when it comes to actual climate control?
Well, you really can't, and that's the problem here. There's a whole issue with respect to the dealings with the Pope and how the Democrats use the Pope to sort of be blessed, if you will, in the eyes of their constituents. But moving on to the climate change issue, you know, he's going to have a difficult time trying to explain the hypocrisy there. You've got someone who right now is trying to ram through Congress trillions of dollars of spending that includes so much money sidelined and provisioned for climate change, and he's got this 85-car motorcade riding around. You know, what I would ask President Biden is why, before you tax the American people and make them pay for climate change issues and subsidies for electric vehicles here at home, why is it that you don't put more pressure on China and India, the two biggest polluters in the world? Because what's happening right now is it's all coming off the back of the American people. Let me give you some stats here, guys. $3.40. That's the national average where it stands today. A year ago, it was $2.14. Oil prices are at a 7-year high, around $85 a barrel, when they were sub $50 for the longest time. So why is it that we have to pay more to pay for the perils that are happening across the globe when it comes to climate change, and everybody else can just shrug their shoulders and look the other way?
Wow. You know, Sean, you're like me. You like to lift weights. You're not afraid to throw a few pounds around. Can you explain how 2.2 million pounds generated of carbon generated by the Biden administration on this Euro trip? I mean, how do you even put that in fathoms?
Well, Tyrus, if you're a liberal elite like Joe Biden or Barack Obama, John Kerry, maybe Bill Gates, those carbon emissions don't seem to affect the atmosphere like when the rest of us do it. It's a climate crisis for ye but not for me kind of deal. But listen, this is hypocrisy to the teeth. And again, they want to impose these rules on all of us. What gets me was earlier this week there was a House hearing by Democrats. They brought in all the big energy executives, and they're bashing them about their oil production and climate change. Every single one of them fly on airplanes. They drive cars. They heat their homes. They turn on the lights. All of them use energy, and they're bashing every single one of the energy executives who actually produce the energies that make their lives work, that make Americans happy with their lives. And so this stupidity has to end, and more Americans have to call them out and go, listen, we want to be smart. We want to be, you know, globally, environmentally conscious, but leave my oil and natural gas alone, because I want to drive my car at $2.20 a gallon, not $3.50 a gallon.
Lisa, and I can't wait to hear this answer, because, you know, I save you as the anchor because you're about to tear things up. President Biden, what should he be more focused on right now? The climate control crisis or the inflation crisis going on here in America? Which do you think is going to affect the environment here in America more?
Well, obviously inflation. I mean, I think he should resign, but he's not taking my advice. Look, the issue of climate change is a limousine liberal issue. And the Republican Party has turned into the party for the American worker, and Democrats are the party for coastal elites. And this issue alone underscores that point. Look no further than that headline from July when AOC parked her $59,000 Tesla, illegally parked it outside of a Whole Foods. You have Joe Biden tapping John Kerry, who exclusively flies private, as his climate czar. Right? So these are limousine liberal issues. And the impact of all of it is what Jackie laid out, that it hurts hardworking Americans. These policies hurt hardworking Americans the most. Their prices go up, they lose their job. And if Democrats actually cared about emissions, they would look towards things like natural gas, nuclear power as well. But they don't care about these issues. They don't care about emissions. All they care about is virtue signaling to their other limousine liberal friends. And that's what it's about.
You know, and no one says it better. Limousine liberals. That is a T-shirt and a coffee mug somewhere in America. Somebody jump all over that.
AOC will probably sell it for $100. So.
Well, that's wholesale. Then the markup is 3 times the 100. But I get where you're going with it. No one should ever mess with you. You are vicious and always inaccurate.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.